Okay, so we have this question where the only thing we know is that these empty spaces in this matrix are x plus y plus z equals 86. So here we have one equation and three unknowns. We can't solve it. But what they've told us is that this grid has been taken out of a big grid that's 100 times 100. Okay? So we've got 100 numbers along here and 100 numbers down here. So what we do know something about this number here. If this number here is n, the number, and it's because it's 10 times 10. It's a grid that's 10 by 10. If this number here is n, the number just after it is n plus 1. Because it's going 1, 2, 3, just like the old times tables used to go, 1 to 10. Yeah. So the number just after this number here is n. The number underneath it, if this one was 30, this one would be 31. So it's the same as n plus 10. Because if this was 30, this one would be 20, this one would be 21. So the number underneath will be n plus 1. So you actually know quite a lot about these numbers. If we know that this one is n, x must equal n plus 1. We know it has to be 1. We don't know which number it is, but we do know that it has to be 1 larger than the number before it, because it's come somewhere out of this big grid. What do we know about the number that's just underneath n plus 1? Well, it must be n plus 1 plus 10, because the number underneath is always 10 more than the number above. What do we know about this one? Well, this one is 2 steps down the grid. So it must equal n plus 20. If it was here, it would be n plus 10, but it's 2 steps underneath, so it's n plus 20. So we actually know enough about these numbers to be able to solve this equation. We can now, wherever we see x, we write n plus 1. Wherever we see y, we can write, instead of n plus 1 plus 10, we know that's n plus 11. Wherever we see z, we can write n plus 20. So the question is, what value does n have? Well, we can work it out now. Because now we only have one unknown. We've only got n's and numbers, so now we can solve it. How many n's do we have? 1, 2, 3 n's. We have 3 lots of n's, plus 20 plus 11, 31, plus 1, 32. 3n plus 32 equals 86. We can now subtract 86 from both sides, 32 from both sides, to get rid of the 32 here. We want the letters on one side and the numbers on the others. So let's do that. So we get that 3n equals 54. 86 minus 32 is 54. So what does n then equal? Well, n will equal 54 divided by 3. Divide both sides by 3 to get rid of the 3 here. We don't want to know what 3 lots of n are. We want to know what one of them is. So we divide 54 by 3. 3 is going to 5 one time, 2 left over. 3 is going to 24 8 times. So we get that the value of n is 18. Are we correct? The last thing we should do is, okay, if n is 18, what is x? Then that x should be 19. This one should be 29, 10 underneath it. And if this is 18, then this one should be 38. And we do our final check by saying, does 19 and 29 and 38 actually add up to be 86? Because if I've done this right, they will add up to be 86. So we get 18, 26, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, look. Oh, snap. Okay? So the important thing with these ones is that you don't finish when you get the answer to the number n. That you actually go back and do your final check.